How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. I'm Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table. And I'm very excited to be getting back into this Thistle and Quill campaign. I'm very, very excited. We are looking to purify a lake within the Sophic regions, and have to discover why a giant's corpse or bones or somewhat what have you is involved. If you want to get caught up, or if you want to get caught up on any of the four weekly streamed campaigns, you can head over to the Discord and the YouTube. And oh God, I totally just pivoted. The Discord is phenomenal. We have a phenomenal community that is as chaotic as it is wholesome. But most importantly, we have bingo. We also use it for various visual aids. Let me throw it over to the cast. Din, Elian.
Hi, I'm Din. You can find me at Din Studios on Instagram. It says d.i.n.studios. I do photography that matches your budget, not a set budget, in the Southern California area. Just ask Kiki. I did their photo.
It's so good. It's so good. Gay ass photos. I'll show you all later.
The magic of Photoshop, because that light pole was annoying me in that picture. Anyways, I have my bookings open. You can find that on my Linktree. I'm super excited to be playing Elian. I've missed her. I feel weird having not had stream in like a week or two. I need it. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna throw it over to Let because you're distracting me.
Oh, there you go. Oh God,
into the void.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Oh no.
Oh hi. Didn't see you there. I'm LightboxGnome, otherwise known as Cole. And I'm everywhere on the internet, LightboxGnome.com, playing Let 'em tonight. They're down here. Come on. Let 'em. Your regular, apparently murderer buddy. I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. throwing it to Amara.
Oh, hi. Good to see you there. Hi, I'm Christina, Stinkerrr, whatever. Makes the most sense for you to call me. I used to stream, don't stream that much anymore, really ever. Might at some point come back to it, but I play Amara. And just to piggyback off of Din, I feel so weird not having this in my life for the past like a couple weeks. Yes, last week it wasn't there, and I hated it. So I'm happy to be back. And very excited to see where this episode goes. But yeah, you can find me on all platforms as Stinkerrr, Stenker, sometimes with 3 R's. And I'll pass it to my wonderful husband, ChezAidan.
Hello, everybody. I'm ChezAidan. You can find me at ChezAidan on all social media platforms. I just got back from the Olympia. It was wonderful to experience the bodybuilding culture again and meet all you muscle nerds that were out there and stopped by and said hi. So I really do appreciate that. I'm playing our Matthias, our Arakakra cleric. I almost said paladin again. I will also piggyback the piggyback for another piggyback that it also has been weird that we haven't played in 2 weeks. I'll pass it on to Kiki.
Hello. My name is Kiki. You can find me all over the internet at KikiDoesStuff, KikiDoesStuff here on Twitch. And I don't know, the past 2 weeks have been perfectly fine. A bit upside down, a bit weird. Gravity and time are not real in Australia. But I am super excited. I didn't get to catch up on all the episodes, but I did catch up on at least one of them, and I'm super excited to come back and cause problems because I've been told that I may or may not have been missed. But we'll see how many issues this causes. So I'm gonna throw it back to our wonderful, illustrious DM to take it away from me.
Alrighty. Okay, we find ourselves slowly moving across either branches or gently rolling field of ever diminishing lily pads. They're quite large. And the sky just feels more metallic as you traverse into like fields of red, various fields of golden wheat on the horizon, kind of slowly making your way across. You get to kind of the edge where it's more brambles in the water than anything else. You can see various large roses in full bloom underwater in places. And the village of Brayert. It's got about 4 towers, sizable port. No keep or castle that you can see. Matthias, you've never been here before. Go ahead and make a history check for me as it comes into view.
How do I spell the name of that?
Braert.
We're getting the ones out of the way. It was a 1.
Okay.
So I got a total of 6.
Okay. You recognize, while you don't have to take this path, you could pass through here to quickly get to the lake, which is your destination. There is a world where you could traverse around one of the shores of mountains to another accessible pass that would involve you kind of coasting the side of the continent.
I'll kind of, as we're kind of passing through it, I'm noticing more of these roses. I'm sitting there, roses. How do I remember the roses? And that pungent smell that roses have, kind of, you know, when you get like that memory from a smell kind of thing, and it just triggers something in your brain where all of a sudden you're like, oh, I've been here before. It's kind of like that. Matthias thinks he might have been here maybe at like such a young age that it just left an impression, but not, it just can't put a pin in it. You know, there is a bit of a, what did he say? The shortcut through Brayert, if you want to take it, is going to be a little treacherous, but it is not as long as walk as we have.
How do you spell that?
Braert.
Hope you weren't looking at me because I spelled it. That wasn't too bad. Fine.
Did you put a Y in it like I did?
I have it written with a Y for phonetic next to it.
Yeah, I always write phonetics. If you look at my notes, it's just all of that.
Yep. Like literally spelt it right except for the Y dead in the middle.
Would it be better to go through the village, do you think?
It would save us time. You see, I do not know what we may come across, but it seems as though we might be in a bit of a rush to get back, so...
Well, at least we know what to do if we come across a tower with a candle in it.
I don't necessarily think there's a huge rush to go back.
I would like to apologize to Meister Clairvoyant. So, generally, I think the fastest option probably be best.
So, okay, but is going to this village town, is that going to cause problems since you're from Suffolk? I don't think there's anything wrong with like your whole thing, because like I know that there's some stuff with me and there's some stuff with Amara. Like I'm not saying there's anything like on your side of the story, just like
there's like that side judgment eye, just like a little bit, not a lot, but just like like just enough to get that.
She's just slowly digging her drape. Yeah. She didn't mean it to sound like that.
Yeah, so like Matthias will kind of give you that look and just be like, no,
You know what I mean? Like just because we're like the nobility, like out here, I don't know how Suffolk works. I don't.
I think none would dare to draw a sword to any member of the Sylphic Court.
So we're fine.
But, yeah,
Then I don't see why not.
shotgun?
You know,
Okay. Shotgun?
What was the
Okay.
butt? You said
Did I
butt.
say bud?
You said butt.
but it
when
must
was
not have been
this?
important.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah, see?
Uh,
Ishva.
I don't. Okay. All right. He's been like transcribing this whole thing. He's like looking at the butt on the page and he's going,
Does it look like chicken scratch?
a little bit.
Is there some sort of like clear path or opening through the entanglement of thorns?
You can there's a couple of different options. You can see some people out on boats, or you could follow the line down to the coast, but that would still mean you'd have to cross a river, which looks like it's going pretty fast, the wrong way, frankly, which is strange. You also know that the region here will eventually turn this ocean water generally into rose water, like actual rose water. It looks like it feels like it should be a softer, pinker sea than it is as you kind of look down at it, but maybe that's because you're still mixing with the sea forest.
Yeah. Shortcut did these?
All right.
See why not? Shortest point from A to B is, or A to Z is.
I think so.
Party gathers
don't-
and begins. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just, I don't think that it'll hurt to go through. And then I look over to Ledham and in Druidic, just look at him and just say, if you think about doing something, double check it in your mind if it's a good idea.
Usually, if I send something to my mind, it's a completely different thing comes back. So I don't know if you want to play that gambling game.
Okay, well maybe you could.
What if I just tell you? Do you think
Talk
the
to
others
me.
are getting suspicious that now we just keep using this secret language between the two of us?
No, remember they said that it was a beautiful language, so maybe they'll just like listening to us talk.
I mean, looking around, are they paying attention to us? Or
Matthias is looking back and forth and like slowly smirking, like, "Hey, one day I will learn this language. It is fantastic."
Look,
in
they're
Sylvan, he
bonding.
goes, "Do you understand this?" Looking at Matthias.
You're muted.
You muted.
Are you just pointing at me?
No, he's now speaking in Sylvan.
Oh,
You
Oh.
understand? You get
mhm.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just like, what is he doing?
he's looking for recognition on both their faces.
Yeah, I immediately
Sylvan
understand
and
it.
Elven is a common language within the Fey realm.
Oh, okay. So then, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Slips back into Druidic. I don't think they speak this language, but they know Sylvan. So that's, luckily Theo taught me that before she abandoned us. I was thinking just in general to actually just check things over with you first, Hamara, because you seem to, well, at the very least, have their sympathies. They're less likely to yell at you. And he's pointing directly at Matthias.
Do you think
He keeps pointing at me. What is it?
maybe he's fetching you a compliment? I don't know.
I look over to Matthias. You're just a dad figure. That's all.
Is that what I said? Still in Druidic.
Back into Druidic. I'm just trying to make him feel better. Are you pointing
Oh.
at him so blatantly?
Should I do the like 2 or 3 finger? Is the one finger too aggressive? I gotta.
I mean, depending
I
on
only have 3 fingers.
they might think that is a little different. So maybe just not pointing at all.
Oh. Anyway, so that one, and he points to Matthias again. Is generally, I was just all right. I think we'll go into the town. He didn't seem super sure about this town, and there was definitely a but there. I feel like we're gonna, but like they're nobles, right? So in the Feywild, we should be fine.
Is this in regular or is this in...
No, this is Druidic
We're
still. This is
still
this is
Druidic.
this is to Amara. This is a private conversation in front of you guys.
We're gonna cut real quick over to Bayo.
Oh,
Bayo's
wait,
gone.
Bayo's
Bayo's
gone for a
gone.
minute.
You're not.
No, I'm not.
Keep it going.
No,
Keep it going.
Seth, Dale's still
One
gone.
person that's not here.
You gotta open the chat, my guy.
To the one and only person that's not here.
She literally is like BRB.
Oh, we're gonna cut to Bayo. She's just like crouched in a corner peeing.
It's like things that camera pans over and it comes back really quick.
Where's the cat litter when you need
It
it?
cuts to the wrong couple on the camera.
Just like you see a little litter box.
Wait,
Oh my goodness.
So okay. So
Chaos.
continuing to converse between the two of you in Druidic, Ellie and Matthias, you notice past their conversation to where one of the boats has like turned towards you and is sailing at not a quick speed, but certainly
Should
making
we
a
be-
beeline as best as it can towards you whilst navigating the brambles.
Matthias, should we be worried about that?
I don't think you would have any reason in particular to necessarily be afraid to walk amongst your land.
No, I feel that this is not to. Is there a bit of like fog or any sort of haze that's coming across this water that would
By
kind
the
of
river,
obscure
more
vision?
so. If you want to move along sideways, you could also go backwards into the tree line.
No, I'm actually just going to just kind of clang the shield on the ground a little bit and let it kind of glow and maybe see if he's actually like coming this way, like hi beacon
Okay.
over here.
You start getting what we would call a Morse code in response in a bright flash that just says injured? Question mark?
I will kind of take the shield and kind of try to pivot like the flashes to him. No. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really. Yeah.
They're gonna turn and slowly. They don't like leave, but they just kind of drop their nets, and they start casting hard lines.
From our, we're still on a lily pad, right?
Yeah, you're on this like edge into more brambled regions. Still a few lily pads here and there.
How far am I from that boat?
From the boat, within shouting distance at this point, if need be.
I was gonna try to fly over there.
If you took off your armor, you'd be able to fly as much as you want. If I remember correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
Reaching up, undoing the breastplate, taking off the gloves, the wings flex, and you start moving along to the end of the boat. Slowly, they kind of, you see what might be the captain kind of do a double take before squinting at you for a bit, barking an order, and you are able to land along the boat or come up alongside it, whatever you wish, as he kind of takes his hat off once you get closer.
Bonjour. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, as a note, I'm just instinctually gonna put your armor set into a different chapter of the Book of Holding, so that way it's not just sitting there.
Thank you.
So you're just gonna see Elian with her book just.
like a broom and like a dustpan, like
Yeah.
clang, clang, clang. Yeah, Matthias will kind of flutter on down. Bonjour. It is wonderful to see you.
Welcome, sir.
Oh,
Well, he kind of looks to the side. We didn't know if anyone was hurt, and so we came along to make sure. No, not many people walk out of there these days, so we weren't making any aggressive. Kind of wrings his hat nervously.
I appreciate it. It's very good. It's very good to see the concern of citizens for other citizens. But we are just fine. We appreciate you. We happen to be looking for refuge in Breyert. Would you happen to know a clear path or a place to stay?
Yeah, there's 2 inns within. There's a couple of monasteries if you need them, and of course if you're he kind of nods to the various holy symbols and the like. He goes, and of course there's the monastery as their tomb. Kind of says with a weighted word. Seems a little nervous.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I do appreciate that very much. Could you do me one more small favor, my friend? Would you mind circling back and grabbing a few of my friends? We'd like to charter your boat, and we would happily compensate for your time.
Thane, he points towards the port. He barks an order. Quickly, the nets come back up. He turns to you and goes, Austin.
Matthias Faruja.
Excellent. The boat pulls up alongside. This will be interesting. As the party is getting ready to venture onto this boat and make for the port, Bayona, you finally catch up. You are out of breath. You didn't expect them to go in the direct opposite direction.
They were supposed to go towards the night court. It's just like heavy breathing from a tree.
Foaming out the mouth.
Yeah, you guys all kind of have this moment where you turn and there's just this.
I would say if anyone notices first, it's probably Leto.
This normal conversation, like happy conversation with Matthias is going on with this captain. Like everyone's looking at that. All of a sudden, there's a flash of light behind you as Leto just cast guiding bolt in a tree.
Roll to hit, I guess.
You strike the tree. Roll to hit, do your damage.
Fuck you. Is it at disadvantage if he's not looking?
Oh, he's looking. He's looking at you. He's not paying attention to it. That's terrible. Oh, well, that's 16.
That's exactly my AC.
The
It's fine.
tree
Deserved.
crunches and withers. It's radiant.
Yeah.
Oh, it bleaches. It bleaches all color from a large chunk of the tree.
That just like falls. Falls by the sheer impact, I think.
Amara smacks Letum really fast. What did I say about consulting me first before you do it? Before you act?
I saw an animal watching us, and I wanted to be sure.
I thought we agreed communication is a good factor.
Did you tell us you were going to leave?
Touché.
He turns around. He turns away from you.
Okay.
Gets on the boat. Austin.
Light him.
Mara goes to try to help Bayo up.
And then Bayo gets herself up, or just kind of leaves your hand hanging.
Oh, God.
You weren't where I left you.
Missed you too. Where have you been?
I had some things I had to take care of.
Insight check.
Okay.
Ooh. I got some afterwards.
Guys, someone needs to tell me during sound check that I need a calculator.
Okay.
23.
Just pin it to your taskbar.
No, that's kind of real though. Having a calculator
Yeah.
open is
Yeah.
so
Every
good.
time.
If you pin it to your taskbar, you can just open it like anytime. I'm gonna roll deception. And or persuasion. I don't know. Let me double check which one's better. They're the same. Cool. It's only a 15. I don't think there's any way I was gonna beat you in that. She's not lying, but it doesn't seem like whatever she was doing was relevant to your task, like your quest at hand. It seems to be a sensitive subject for her.
Well, it seems like you don't want to talk about it, but just know that we're here.
So where are we going?
You say that, and you just hear creature, and all you see in like full power stance is a completely naked Aarakocra on a ship, just like hands
Let's
on
not do
hips.
fully naked.
Well,
Let's not do
yeah,
fully
yeah,
naked.
yeah.
He's got feathers.
I have feathers.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a loincloth, guys. It's fine.
Yes,
Just
yeah,
in
I'm
a
not.
speedo.
Yeah, there is like a tunic around
It's a
me.
KFC
It's just
bib.
Loop.
Yeah, yeah. Look, for all intents and purposes, that blue cloth that's underneath, that's like a blue tunic.
Yeah.
We'll just no armor.
Oh.
The
Unusual sight.
the various fishermen like flinch and then cheer.
I'll kind of like flutter down and start kind of sorry, my armor, please. Just like the dump of like pots and pans.
Click.
Armor pieces are going everywhere.
Armor pieces everywhere. There's like a handsaw and a wrench and a couple pliers. Just, oh man, not those two.
A rubber chicken.
Oh, Ellen, while you're in there, why don't you grab Bayo's meat basket?
Can we do
You
that
still
later?
have it?
They
course
made
we
me
do.
take it. Why did you leave?
I left it so I could find you, and now I couldn't smell you anywhere.
It's in the bag. That doesn't answer. Why did you leave?
She
Why
just
did
kind of
you
like
leave?
goes to say something and stops.
You didn't
Keep
even.
your secrets.
You didn't even say goodbye.
There would not have been time for a goodbye.
I don't even sleep. I was awake the whole time, and you just disappeared.
And if I told you, you would have came with me.
So. You owe me
Not-
something for cleaning out this bag because my
I
bag,
don't-
this pocket's gonna smell now because it was already rotting and it's gross. You're gonna help me
You
clean
put
this.
it in your bag. I did not tell you to put it in your bag. You put it in your bag.
I bring it out and there's like a cloth around my hand as I grab it, and I imagine it's just slimy.
It's not great.
Ugh.
It's not
Gross.
great.
Yucky would be the word.
Up.
Bayo, were you at
The-
least
Sorry, go
fruitful
ahead.
in your efforts?
Don't eat that, please. We could probably throw that overboard.
I can use it to fish.
Do they want rotting meat?
Ugh.
Mayo!
Depends on what
Fail.
you are hunting. Oh.
It could be one more day, but she hands the basket. She gestures as if she's gonna hand the basket to the fisherman that offered to take it for chum, and then swiftly swifts around and just dumps it on the deck.
Nudges one of the fishermen who like gets a bucket and just keeps going. We go.
They are going to take us across to Bregat, or to the, to the port.
I thought you were supposed to stay in the sea forest.
We are taking a, what do you say, a small detour. It's a little bit quicker. It'll save us time, and a few of us are kind of, how you say, itching to get back.
Is it murder if you didn't know it? Let him just it's like standing right next to Bear.
Well, was it sentient?
No.
Then no. By their laws, it is not murder.
How sentient is a dude?
How
That's a
sentient,
spell.
how sentient is a simulacrum if it does have the capacity to create its own memories and then give that to somebody?
Well, a simulacrum is not the living thing. It just turns into snow.
Is a duplicate of sentience actually sentience or just a copy?
Are you a copy?
I love that this is the question every single
So,
episode.
so let me put this in simple term, and I switched to Sylvan to see how much he's learned.
Captain Drop Anchor.
Pop
If-
Pulls
quiz.
out a pipe.
Every time that you make that stupid fucking rabbit and send it off, is it
Okay.
sentient?
It's not stupid. It's not a stupid rabbit.
So
First of all,
it's sentient then.
Mr. Flufflesworth, you will not disrespect Mr. Flufflesworth, all right?
You
Secondly,
named it
and
Mr. Flufflesworth.
that comes across weird in Sylvan translation, okay? Just, I'm figuring it out, all right? It's the
You
closest
named
fucking
it
thing.
Cotton Ass. Is what you
You-
named it.
I don't need to be taking this from you. You disappeared. So, by the way, what the fuck? You left me with these fucks, and he's
You
gesturing to all of
stayed
them.
with these fucks.
You didn't let me know. I thought you walked right away in the middle of the night. I thought you were just going to fucking find a bathroom like you usually do. But no, you didn't come back this time.
What does it
I
matter
bet-
to you?
But I don't know. I figured we got along. A little goodbye would have not gone amiss. Or at least a hey, you want to come along?
I did not need anyone to come along with me. It is a private
Well, yeah,
matter.
maybe I needed to.
Let me ask you this then. You have magic. Why
Well,
didn't you find me?
I figured if you,
You
left
found the
without
shield.
telling
Why
anyone,
you don't find me? Clearly, you
figured you
didn't
didn't
care
wanna
that
be found.
much.
it's called respect. And one of us had it for the other.
Fucking Sylvan.
Yes.
Who
Yeah,
was
we
the
just-
one that scried?
Mara.
Which I think Matthias and I
was
both
me.
can fully understand this, by the way.
Whoa.
What the
That
fuck
was
was
the
that?
laugh.
Robot, hello.
It made words out of your laugh, and it was.
Sorry,
Yeah.
no, you're good.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
AI's
It's
gone too
okay.
far. It's trying to play D&D.
It's not AI. I don't think. It's NVIDIA broadcasts.
Yeah,
It was a car outside.
Gotcha.
Tesla.
The car was talking?
That was a very loud engine. I don't know what the microphone heard, but
Oh my goodness.
The captain dumps out his pipe and kind of leans up to you, Matthias, and says, "There is a curfew."
A curfew set in by who?
Intermittence is the word they like to use.
The word that who like to use?
Nods to the town.
I do not remember this place having a curfew.
It's, bad thing
Who set this in place?
Kind of gets a little nervous, and then he kind of goes, "The tomb was robbed."
Which tomb?
The big one.
little, yeah. I will, I will see to it immediately when I get to, report. Thank you for, telling me this.
Madaloon, thank you so much for the raid. The party kind of half on, half off the boat stare that good 10, 15 feet. Mara, you're beside Bayona. Bayona, you realize you're still, like, you've gotten your breath back, but you still have this kind of shake or a shiver.
Try to just like shake it off. Like it's probably just adrenaline kind of thing.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh! All right, wisdom, definitely my best stat. That's a 9 plus 9 plus 1, so that's a 10.
Okay. You shake off a very subtle magical effect. You're not sure if you got it here or where you've been running from, but it had to have been pretty recently, and it has to still be nearby.
I think anyone standing close enough to Bea, like within 10 feet, sees like not hackles, but like the hair on her neck raise a little bit, and she like does a quick scan again.
Make a perception check.
Perceiving.
Amara, you may as well.
Can I medicine that? Can I see what's going on?
I think
Like if this is just fatigue?
passive insight is high enough that you would be able to notice when, you know, the alarm goes up and then people start looking around.
Well, more so like how Theo's feeling.
Oh, you may make
Like,
an
is she
insight
injured?
check.
All right.
They seem alarmed. What we get on our perception checks?
16 over here.
8.
Is that perception all around?
You may make a perception check as well.
18.
Say again?
18.
Okay. Bayona and Ledum, you both look around quickly until you both lock eyes on a creature that is not quite moving, but still somehow disappearing, if it makes sense, into the darkness. And Matthias, Alien, and Amara, you see them, you look, and you just get the tail end of a massive hair with hate in its eyes.
No.
And quickly, it seems to fade, Bayona, the mental attack.
Beo does that thing that happens when two predators meet each other on the field and just stares and does not blink and does not move her eyes, locks it on there, and just like let him and Amara, I'd say, you'd hear this like deep kind of guttural growl coming from her throat. It's very low.
What was that?
I don't know.
So I'm not the only rabbit you pissed off.
I did not see a rabbit on my way.
It's not you.
Can make it the last thing it sees and like takes a step towards the rabbit.
No.
Wait.
Wait, personal.
Do I have any knowledge of a creature like this in this area?
You are aware that you do not. So, not something from here, not something. I mean, that looks like a. It was giving Eldritch.
Okay.
It was giving, like, pure evil energy.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like smell if it smells Fey? Does that make sense? I don't know if Fey have like a particular smell, or maybe the Feywild smells different than the material plane.
What'd you get on your perception check?
It was a 16.
16. Did not smell like Fey.
It's not from here.
Is that better?
Depends on who you ask.
Captain Austin,
Yep.
you haven't happened to have seen any strange things in this area before? Perhaps large rabbits or things unusual.
Seen no. People go missing. And that's why I rushed to your aid. But nothing ever seen this close.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Perhaps we should. Perhaps we like nervous, like genuinely kind of nervous. Perhaps we should make haste.
He's like,
Yeah.
lift the anchor. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm she, and I usher everybody onto the ship.
Yes. Did I try and make a history check or to figure out what kind of creature that is? Like, if I've seen
Yeah, go
anything in
for
the
it.
book.
Absolutely.
17?
17. You would recognize an entity that is eldritch enough to be capable, very, very capable, of teleportation, and has become a terrifying ambush predator.
Oh,
It's not even from here.
is it from Whistling?
No.
Okay.
It's what'd you get on the history check?
17.
17? You'll have to ask around. You'll have to do research if you'd like to learn more about origin of this creature. For now, is the hateful hair.
I'm gonna, for the foreseeable future, be watching our surroundings.
Everybody getting on the boat?
Yep.
Yes.
DM question.
Yeah.
In terms of long rests. So starting at the beginning of this episode, are we coming out of another long rest, or are we still in the same day that we left the
I'll give you guys a long
witches?
rest. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if that's the case, I have 8 days left, and Amara gets the new one, and I need to roll a d10 for the contact lens,
Okay.
right?
I believe so,
D10?
yeah. And then
Okay.
if you roll under 2 or 3, you can re-roll.
I think it was under 3.
2, 3. You might have it written down. In
I
the...
I like watching the camera watch Cole.
Yeah.
Just keeps bouncing around.
I'm so sorry, Amara. My dice hate me. You get 6 days, 6 long rests.
6 ain't bad.
But I get to make it again. So, I'll send you the stats just a second.
Okay. You're gonna have to put it in my eye.
I feel like when I'm done, if retcon to that morning, after I'm done creating it, we could have, like, I could have helped figure it out. You know, make some saline solution, get some
Okay.
blink, and then you don't like as soon as it goes into your eye, you can't feel it. It's like nothing's there. You just have to like think about it. Anyways, current day. Thanks.
Yee. It's the journey feels a lot longer than it looks like it should, because it's just weaving through all of these trenches within brambles. They've been carved out for the usage of boats. And as you get closer and closer, you can see that they are sung away. Matthias, you would recognize the druidic nature of someone who just is able to keep the brambles away, moving the actual growth and vegetation. McDock, the captain, kind of looks at everybody and goes, tries to find the right words to say to nobility, and he's kind of drawing a blank. He's still got his hat in his hand, but he kind of bows a bit, and you watch his crew does not come on deck.
Yes.
With your leave. He's asking permission to leave your, essentially, like, your brief service. You unintentionally, essentially, commandeered him, and he brought you ashore, and he's not to leave your side unless, you've asked him to.
Yes, thank you so much. I will, I'm on my way to my own courts, and I will make sure that you and your accompaniment are rewarded for your services.
Thank you. He's going to turn, and you can now recognize veteran Navy military as he hops back onto the ship, barks an order, gives you a last nod, looks in fear at the party in general, and is very excited and breathes a little easier as he gets away from the party.
Such nice people out here. I must have to make my way out here sometime on some of my other journeys. As he's kind of writing on the back of his shield a little bit, making notes of the crew and names to list.
Hell yeah.
Don't let me forget when we see my Nanu to bring this crew up. I want to thank them properly for their services. It beats flying, and it beats flying all of you over, and it beats swimming, so.
I could just have, we could walk on water.
So would have been brambles.
Oh. No, there would have been brambles.
But also, we've
true.
been walking this entire time, and I kind of don't mind. Just enjoy. I've never been on a boat before. A boat, ship, boat.
Is
Vessel.
that what you call this?
It was a vessel. It is
Yeah,
modest. I don't expect these people to be driving,
I don't
brigantines in the small waters here. But yeah, the kindness of the people prevails yet again.
90% of this time, Elian's just gonna be sitting on the railing, just enjoying the scenery and just taking it all in, because she's never seen this before. Through the whole sea forest, she's been like that too, of just ogling everything, but trying to stay up with the group. But now that she can just sit, she's just like a little kid looking out the window the entire time.
Our lands are quite beautiful, are they not?
It's so different.
From inside your city walls.
We get a lot of trees and the cherry blossoms and the sunrise, but
Mm.
you
No,
have
but
roses.
I am talking about the real landscape of our courts. Not just within the walls they reside in and the outside of our nature. I mean the corners, the crevices of our lands that are mysteries, radiant in curiosity.
I think I've only really done that once.
Eh,
And then we got in trouble for it because we snuck out.
well, maybe I should talk to your courts about you having a little more, how you say, leave. Vacation? Is that the word I'm looking for?
PTO.
Yeah, the PTO.
Unionize
Two.
it.
What the PTO? I'm like, now I'm like confusing that I said it. I'm like, what?
Person temporary away.
Uh-huh.
That's
What,
the
yeah.
PTA.
Intelligence is my highest score.
The
Um,
go ahead.
no, by all means.
The city itself is old, and clearly they rebuilt many buildings many times over. Matthias, you recognize an older architecture before most of the cities were developed to be within mountains themselves, which just shows how old this place is. And the fact that there are supposed to be remnants of this giant. That is also incredibly indicative of a time roughly near the end of the Dragon Giant War, which was, you know, an eternity of events ago. A very, very, very long time ago. You have your titans, these monolithic beings like you saw by the, like, looking over the bridge. And Sophic has their share as well. But giants, some are like monstrously big, but they can range from 12 feet to, say, 90 feet, which is a pretty insane range, but at least as far as the giants and the lore and the mythos that you're familiar with. And so there's this, like, wow, it's, how does it strike you with its outdoor buildings? You discover rooftop, like old rooftop architecture. It's completely different than what you kind of initially imagined in your head. And some other villages and cities are outdoors as well, but that you've been to, but they were rebuilt many times over, and this place kind of stayed old school.
Do you know when you like? Do you know if you ever have like cultural grandparents when they have like little items around their house that are like little motifs to real places in like their old country, and then going to said old country and be like, oh, well, that's where that comes from. That sort of feeling. As I'm walking around, there's obviously hints of architectural, like it's what would be carved out of stone and then placed, we've now just carved into the stone. So I've seeing these as separate entities and separate buildings and whatnot. It's kind of interesting where it's like, I didn't think that structures like this could last or stand outside of being carved into the mountain.
And they're beautiful. You can tell there's a tenseness. You look up to one of the guard towers, and you realize then that at least 3 of the guard towers have all turned and are regarding you. You note the 4th is keeping track of all angles at the same time. Each of them has a bell. It's this crazy long wind chime that goes from the top of the tower to the bottom. And the guards are pretty alert throughout as well, not necessarily with you, just kind of tense. You don't recognize any of your family crests or colors. You also don't notice any griffin crest or colors.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a like a bear head on the filigree.
I will hail to one of the guards. Hey, Yimshi. Come here. Hurry.
Mm-hmm. He looks and does the guard trot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's moving, but he's in armor. He's got a tower shield and a like a not quite a butcher knife, but more of a machete if it was made to be more sword like, and a spear over his back.
Yifacha Yisezem. I am Matthias Faruja, Herald of the Sun, and member of the Suffolk Court. And who are you?
Kieran, sir.
Kieran?
Kieran.
Kieran, it is nice to meet you. I can't help but notice that every guard seems to be on a bit of more of an alert than would be relaxed. Is there something going on? Have we stumbled upon something?
The tomb of Forlia, the giant, was robbed.
So this was the tomb. I was told that, sorry, I was told by one of the locals outside that the tomb had been robbed, and I was wondering if it was this. I kind of like turn around to the party. You're like, huh?
It was not me. Wrong grave.
Would I have
What was that?
obligation?
Wrong grave.
Wait, was that Kiki
no.
or was it Boo?
Wouldn't you like to know whether what?
Well, which was
Right?
it?
It's like,
Which was it? Was it Kiki or Bao?
I believe it was Bayo.
Okay.
insight check.
All right.
Go ahead.
Matthias, you turn, like chewing over the fact that this is not something that you would be like honor bound to personally oversee or look into or take control of. And then you register what Bayo said.
I'm watching the insights roll in.
Wait, I'm gonna insight. Fuck you.
I'm gonna DM Cole.
Okay.
Some bullshit going on here.
Flock of
What
Flock
do you
crows.
mean?
Go overhead.
What do you mean by that? As like a heavily plated Aarakocra starts slowly, foot by foot, getting closer.
Whoa. Make mistakes with graves sometimes.
You put
Still
a
learning.
hand on Matthias and you start sliding in the dirt.
Whoa.
I think. Hold on, let me message this girl.
Whispers.
I think my music
The-
stopped too.
If you refresh the page, it should work. It's also really quiet. Let me turn it up.
I need y'all
Thank
to
you.
know that Arwen, my cat, is sitting on her cat tree just staring at stream right now. Like I could feel like holes being drilled in my skull, and I just turn around and she's just like,
Cat's figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
Taking notes.
This is great. Like catnip, they're just like shoving it down like popcorn.
She does this like regal sit thing, and she'll just stare and judge, and I'm just
Ooh.
like, ooh. She's so pretty though, I can't help it. But yeah, like.
Okay, I've messaged the people that have incited enough.
Whispers.
That's not helpful.
I whispered. You were a little short, Matthias.
So you were sending them what they got on their insight check. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matthias will kind of like, I don't have time for this kind of look. Anyways, what was taken, if you don't mind me asking?
You turn to look, and he is staring at Bayona.
Is something wrong?
Of course not. Apologies.
Might I have a word with you?
Insight?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to insight him too.
I also
Man,
want to insight that.
I may not have gotten it on Bayo.
Leave the guy alone.
No, they need to
what the
know.
fuck's
They
up
need
with
to
that?
understand.
Yeah.
19.
No.
19?
My dice are going in
12.
timeout.
21.
Oh,
Six.
read like a book.
He just had his sacred massive tomb of a giant that is rare plundered, and so he's just as affronted and is not familiar with your jokes like Matthias is, and it's just a slap in the face to him as he just kind of turns and looks back to Matthias and then quickly just like, you know, locks in and goes to you know, not salute but
Yep.
straight backed.
Excuse me for a moment. I will take him aside and just give him a slight rundown of like the dynamic of our group and how that two of them are from not the Fae. And that
Can we hear this?
He's kind of nodding now.
Sad rabbit. Good L. She's fine.
We're
I'm
off to the
low
side.
tone. Yeah, I'm like a low tone. I'm not. Yeah.
He's
So
locked in.
just given the dynamics, appreciate him for his concern. And I'll tell him that I'll look into it if I possibly can, if I get a chance to examine the tomb. Like if it's okay to like actually go in and actually look at
Of
things.
course.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time, and
Does the handshake, got the head
Oh.
nod, and they and you part ways, and he marches off,
Okay.
kind of
what
waves
a
off the
weird way.
towers. Yeah. Waves off at the tower guards dismissively, and they all kind of take one last look at you, and before turning and going back to, you know, their various lookout posts, the various regions they're supposed to be watching along the mountain sides. If you were to follow this river that is next to the city, you would eventually get to the mountains where Hederick Fen Surecross is. It would take some time, but you'd be going along the current. The rivers run backwards here.
Like upward waterfalls.
Away from the oceans.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
in
they
some
go
cases, upward waterfalls, but in a lot of other cases, that is not the case.
shall we? I don't know about you, but I am quite famished. We use a bite to eat, a little bit of a rest, and then we regroup, carry on our way. You sure?
Could you use your fancy status to get me more meat?
That exact eye roll, just that by. Yes.
I mean, I
of
could eat
course.
this. I could eat off the deck, of course.
I would love
but
to disgrace my family's name by being like, "Hey, can you get me a bucket of rotting flesh?"
I mean, if you want your subservience to see you and your friends eating food off the fucking floor, by all means, I will happily disgrace you that way instead. But I mean,
Ishva, yes, let us go. I get. Looking around, is there
Gracias.
some sort of like, Daynata? Is there any sort of eatery, inn?
Yeah, there's 2 inns that you can see, and there's a bit of a market pit. And you do recognize that this village is probably double the size because the buildings are as tall as they'd go underground. And it's relatively busy. A lot of people stressed and looking around, and you know, people looking over their shoulders a bit. The party would certainly draw some attention as you make your way. It's predominantly 3 big streets going alongside each other for a good while along the river. The edge by the river does have various contraptions and nets and the like, and you can see people doing various forms of fishing throughout. The far side of the river is more jagged cliff. I think at one point this kid is gonna like kind of dart out from one of the alleyways. He's not a street urchin. He's just kind of sooty, as if he spends a lot of his time in the dirt or in underground spaces, and kind of looks up at you guys, staring, and eventually backs a little bit up from Bayona, laughs a little bit, and prestidigitates you clean and runs away.
Prestidates me clean?
I would just love the fluff of a poodle in the dryer.
Just like the entire mullet is just...
It's just bucking it.
It's like,
Oh,
it's
God.
like he added product to it almost.
He just leaves.
He like gears up to go.
Wait, so how clean is Bayo now?
Clean.
Magically so. Very clean.
I'm like a L'Oreal commercial right now.
Whoa. Material plate material.
Maybe it's Bayoline.
Stop doing that.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's Mickle, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Matthias will be clucking in laughter.
Let's grab our first break right there, and we'll pick up from there when we come back.
Maybe it's
Oh
Bailey.
my god.
I can't.
And then like I jumped, but I jumped into the sky a little. Like it's really weird because you kind of go up a little bit more than you do down, and I thought I was gonna fall into the clouds, but then I just kind of did a backflip and I landed back down. So anyway, PSA: do not jump if you're in the land down under because you will just eviscerate into the sky. The rapture is ever present.
The sky is stunning here, and clouds kind of streak across, giving kind of these purplish, red and maroon god rays kind of almost permanently settling over the land, looking directly daywards. You know, that would be maybe a long journey, but that's where the sun is, in the Hryle Court far away. The Sophic lands share a border with all but the Spring Court. I forgot to close my door. All that to
Goodbye. Oh.
say. All that to say, you orient yourself within this village, and for over the table terms, we're in the southernmost reaches of Sophic. A bit more brevity as you step into the one of the inns, kind of wanting to, you know, check them both out, see what's going on. You look around and there's a bit more relaxation here. People are eating food, talking at normal volumes. The bartender has these green shaded sunglasses on. and the way he's positioned his window is that the bar is covered in a maroon god ray. As he's quickly moving about and going through the motions, this is a wood elf. His pupils are golden. And slowly he begins moving around. He watches you guys kind of enter in. He takes stock of everything, and a couple people kind of look over towards you guys, and some nod in deference to Matthias. But no one really gets up. You know what I mean? Peering about. Who's got a passive perception over 15? Okay. Elian and Amara, you do note as you kind of position yourself in this area and kind of take stock of the rooms that Ledham is gone.
That cunt.
Where'd it go?
One, we lose another. I don't know if I
What?
can take this emotional whiplash.
What happened?
Ledham's gone.
We don't know
Yeah,
where he
just-
went.
Her face just kind of goes into like a groan almost. Ugh. I can find him.
What happened to this communication is key thing?
Well, you know, it was his idea and clearly he's not following through on it, so.
No, he's not.
Eh.
Do you want to try out your new thing? See if you can see him? Try it out. It's true sight.
What new thing?
The contact lens.
I
Oh,
haven't.
That was Bayo.
Oh, my apologies.
So, do you know how they
You're
gave
okay.
me a little like contact lens that helps me see things
The-
that aren't
the-
there? And
The disc in your eye, yeah.
Yeah, I made another one because it was gonna run out, and then I decided to make another one because Amara's got someone that's also trying to spy on her. So now we both have it.
You missed it. I had been hexed.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a great question.
It might have something to do with the egg.
It's probably because you're too smiley and someone took offense to it.
Hey,
The last time I smiled, that's Elian.
No, but you are kind soul. It leaves you
I-
very vulnerable.
I just love
Yeah.
you guys.
I don't know how much more vulnerable we can get. We've been journeying outside of the thing that's like, protecting us,
Well-
the college and the embassy. So like we're pretty vulnerable.
Hummingbird, that's
True.
called living.
I'm also quite surprised you didn't notice that one of my eyes is a completely different color than the other.
She like squints as she looks up at your eyes. They
Whatever
look the
color-
same as when I left.
Whatever color that you wanted it to be, it's that color.
So one's lavender with a darker purple rim around it. So it matches my other eye with how it's that blue with like the darker blue rim is just like
Yeah.
purple on the other side.
Bayo just like squints at you. She's like, no, I'm pretty sure you look the same.
God, Bayo.
Are you colorblind?
No, I can see color.
What color is this?
This sky color.
What color is this?
Different sky color? Same sky color?
Well, is it
Aggressively puts away my hand.
Many letters. Your measurements.
well, is it the sky color from our home or is it the sky color here?
The sky color from your home changes a lot. And this one does too, depending on where you are.
Wait, why do you say your home and not your all of your homes? Aren't you from the material plane?
And not my home.
Shush you. She's screaming at me. So then where Where is your home? Is it not on the material plane? Or somewhere different?
Mm, everywhere and nowhere. Both.
Define both. Because there's not just two planes.
I've been to both, so I go around both. My family's gone around both, but my understanding is home has to be stay.
No, there's definitely a quote I've seen before that says, like, home is where the heart is. So, I mean, I
No,
guess I
your
could
heart
follow
is
you
right
everywhere.
here, so that would be a bit hard.
Maybe it's because you're the one that makes it home. Possibly.
I don't like building. That takes so much time, and then you have to leave anyway, so what's the point? Same reason you put up tent. I mean, what is the point? You're just going to leave.
Are y'all just gonna stand there, take a seat,
Who
and order
the
a drink?
fuck?
You're standing in the door. Grab a table. Goodness.
Browsing.
Can I
Goes
get y'all
over to
some
a table.
drinks?
Yes, I will have the best wine that you have. Do you happen to have? It would be. It's something called Century Egg. Would have been 300 years old. Comes in a bottle about yay big. Has like a bit of like an egg shape to it.
Think
Hold
so.
on, you guys. We're ordering drinks. We still don't know where Ledham is.
I think
He'll turn up. It's not the
okay,
bother.
we have to, you have to stay hydrated and stuff. I did run like an entire day to catch up with you guys, so I'm not opposed to a drink.
Water, but not alcohol.
I
There
think,
is water in it.
okay, let him either come back when he is ready to, or I can go hunt him down. I'm pretty good at catching rabbits.
Sorry. Let's just go take a seat.
Okay.
All right, abandonment it is.
Well, did you see anything with your... Did you try it?
No, not yet. How long does it last?
I think it's like in what you would call an hour. I think.
But time doesn't exist here.
Correct me if I'm wrong. An hour's worth of moments, if that helps you.
Time still passes, it's just not in the way you remember it.
Well, if I can only use it once for long rest, I might wait until I truly need it.
I mean, won't it still run out anyway? If you go to sleep tonight and you don't use it, does it not waste?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess.
I mean, I didn't make it, but the magic
here's the
tends
thing.
to be weird.
Here's the thing. Now that we have two, one of us can do one during the daytime or during when we're out, and another one of us can do it right before we go to a long rest. So now there's double the protection, because it's not gonna just show you what you're like experiencing. It's gonna do the whole thing. So if either one of us is looking, one of us is gonna see something if it's there.
True. Okay, well, okay, so how do I activate it?
So just kind of think, like, take your mind and focus it through looking out of that one eye. Sometimes if it helps, you can close the other one and just try to really focus and see. Don't cross your eyes. That's gonna make it worse. But if you just like focus on looking through it and beyond, which I know that sounds really weird. I promise it works.
In one eye only, a specific hue intensifies and changes. And you get the gift of, I believe, remind me of true sight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Immediately you can sense the emanating magic around not only the waiter, but a couple of other individuals, and the arcane flow that was alive when the trees and the timber of the ceiling and the seats around you, all kind of faintly glowing to you, in one eye specifically. And you don't perceive any things that were invisible or anything like that. It takes a second to get used to, but it is a staggering cascade of colors before you.
Oh, how do you do this? I feel like I need to cover an eye. It's disorienting.
If it helps, you can cover the one eye. I actually don't mind it. I think it's fascinating.
Well, you're fascinating. Of course you think it's fascinating.
Clutches pearls.
Let him. You step out and away. Move through the town proper. Kind of get to the other end. Kind of looking about. You are stealthed, so are you taking rooftops, or are you going into the low places of the city and trying to navigate through the shadows?
Probably low alleyways. I'm gonna wild shape into a rat at the moment. I'm out of sight of the group, and then continue that way
Okay.
until I find what I'm looking for.
Okay. You find you're able to, in the more crowded buildings, traverse between buildings through the subfloor. Those are like opened up and traversable, usually in like one straight line, or in like an L shape, and you're able to traverse about and move about, and you smell it. Paper, a lot of it.
Perfect. And go right after it.
You go up into a spiral staircase and you're in a small smoking lounge. There's no one in it, but a cigar is lit and gently burning away about halfway through. And an undrank shot of whiskey.
Are there any like lights on in another room or any sign of anyone else?
You see 2 doors and a spiral staircase continuing on upwards, all of which have light in them.
Does this look like a private residence, or is this like a...
This is a private residency.
Are there books?
Every crevice of wall is covered in spines of books. Single weir light kind of high up, showing 2 floors worth of shelves.
Can I start skimming some of the book titles, see if these are of a specific nature or just a jumble of things? Or
So like as a bun?
well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna skim the bottom ones for the ones I can see first, and then once we get past like the 3rd shelf, he just slowly morphs back into one of us. He's looking higher. Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Oh God. Digital dice. Wait, they have one for that. Wait, how do I delete? Okay, I got it.
What'd you get?
Still spinning.
Okay.
62.
62. Interesting. There's a gentle knock on your mind.
Oh. I let it in.
Good evening.
What? First, please, could you? Sorry, a lot of voices around. Which one are you?
I'm a couple of them. don't think I'll tell you which ones. I see you're passing through. Might I be able to know what you seek?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a private residence?
Yes.
Ah, well, that one's my bad. I'm gonna be honest. I was on the lookout for. I need. To make a long story short, one of my friends is being hunted by a thing, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. And this whole environment seems a bit. Well, there's a lot of things that want to kill you all the time, and a lot of them are very mystical in nature. So I was just looking for some more information on that. Would you happen to know anything of hateful hares?
Oh. Making a history check.
Can I give him guidance? Can I give a mindless
yes.
voice guidance?
What is that? Is that
D4, I believe?
A D4, okay. Guidance.
Let me double check.
Wow.
Yeah, D4.
Plus 4. 23. I know not much of the type of creature, but I did note its presence. It's staying away for now.
You live here, right? Do you think it would be...
I used to live. Though fret not, I am not some sort of apparition or undead. I'm books.
Like you... Plural? Am I speaking to knowledge?
I like that. You may call me knowledge. Or
Well, good to meet you, Null. I'm Liam. I don't know if you get that just by being in my head, but
No.
Nice.
I am not so pervasive.
well, it's appreciated. I just, I kind of got excited. There's a lot of books in here, and I like knowledge.
Oh,
Null.
what are you looking for aside from the entity that you spoke of? Or perhaps. And there's a gentle sway in the air around you. Just like the sensation of like 1/10 of a gentle tornado in this kind of spherical room, just a
Well,
looks like its origins would be found within the Shadowfell. But the Shadowfell is long gone. Must be quite old.
old usually means strong.
Or fast.
Well, no. As we're on the subject, do you have a book or anything on a Lord ChezAidan?
Not within my limited library, aside from a general knowledge, Ledum, that they are a family within the Vayant Court. Believe he holds closed the doors to the dream realm. The door. My apologies. Singular.
Hmm. Well, I'm enjoying it. With Noel, and he now like doesn't let him go and sits down in the open chair, and is like, it's like right in between the glass, the drink, and the cigar,
Okay.
and it's like he picks up the cigar, and then goes to take a puff, and then immediately goes like and sets it down. Noel is while I'm here, because this seems to be like and I don't mean to be offensive in any way. This seems to be a library that reads itself. If library is a term for you that you appreciate.
I am not so vast.
Oh, but you're quite vast and honestly beautiful. I love the leather binding all around here. What would you happen to let's say, since we're let's ask about something a little closer to home. Do you know anything about a Ferrugia family in the Suffolk?
Of course.
Mm.
The roost.
Mm. Do you know what relationships they may have, or upkeep, or possibly conflicts they may have with other specific families?
I delve mostly within histories. I don't know much of current events.
Do you have a family tree or anything of that nature?
I am made of many trees. I was a wizard.
What?
Long ago and far away. The concept of lichdom was always so sticky. Didn't like it. But I was a mortal human. So, as we wizards, who have the most limited lifespans do, once they have the taste of power, they begin to seek ways of prolonging their life. But I didn't want to be gross about it. So, I printed a ring of the books kind of gently glow. And it's in a perfect, like, connected circle. It's like a singular book set. And he goes, I printed my entire consciousness out in arcane code that I was able to come up with myself. It didn't work. I died of old age. But that which remains, which is me, is sentient. It's just not the same dude who made the books. Just feels like it.
Wow, and do you ever get bored in here alone? Or
No, I'd say that's a foreign concept.
loneliness?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were mortal once. You must feel, or at least remember the feeling.
Yeah, well, I was basically a hermit.
Oh.
Well, somebody came along and with this fun thing called a printing press, and was very excited to purchase the remnants of my home many, many, many generations later, and in the process they got the they got the books mixed up.
Oh.
And that resulted in a lot of just bad times. Thankfully, those are resolved, and I got picked up and carried here, and it's been much comfier ever since.
No, you wouldn't want to go anywhere anytime soon.
Nope. There's
No,
not
well,
many.
fair enough.
I don't like
There's
to
a lot of you. Well, I'm sure I could. You ever heard of Hedrick Finn Shercross?
move.
Never mind. Is there? Just before, I don't want to waste too much of your time. Also, is anyone like? Are these yours? And he's pointing to the cigar.
No,
and the...
no. He'll be back.
Who?
You know, I've never once spoken to him.
Didn't bother to say hello.
I don't think he knew to. I've been here for a very long time.
Huh. Well, would you? Do you have the ability to like scan all of these? Do you know everything in all of these books?
Nope. I can read pretty quick though.
Oh. Well, and he stands up. I'm just, perusing. I don't want to waste too much of your time, and honestly, I'm scared I might get hunted down by some feral creature at some point here, so I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
And also, I'm not quite sure who this other individual is. By the way, if you don't, I guess they don't talk to you, but don't tell them I was here if they ask. Unless they
persuasion.
seem nice.
It's a low roll, but if you crit fail, it's gonna be really funny.
Ah.
Crit.
Okay.
5.
Could you put
No,
that cigar out though on your way out?
Yeah. Well, I could. Yeah.
I can't
And
be destroyed by fire. It just makes me nervous.
He control flames and just zaps it away.
Ooh. Wait a minute. You can just do that?
Yeah, this is magic, actually. You said you were a wizard.
Well, don't get me wrong. You seem more of maybe a warlock or a sorcerer.
Whoa. And he reaches his hand over to to almost relight it as a threat. I could just leave. No need to be a dick about it.
What's this, a stereotype that you don't like, huh?
Get his ass, get him.
You didn't want me to fight the bugs? All right. I'm going to make note of the location of this in relation to the village. Well, it was good meeting you, Noel.
Nice to meet you as well, let him.
I may just be back.
Okay.
And he was, I'm going to go out the way I came.
Okay. You could just quietly come down the just wide-eyed and moving away. What's everyone else up to?
Lapping up just like meat juices, aka the blood that comes out of meat when you cook it, and just
Got you. The guy had to go across to the butcher.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we don't have it, but if you go across the street, they'll have that. I just took the cup with me.
Yeah, Matthias is kind of sitting with everybody, glass of wine, some certain pastries, a couple of cheeses, snacks, really.
Excellent. Yeah.
Elena has asked for a menu. And
Okay.
if there's a waiter or a barkeep, is going through every single individual cocktail of what the flavor profile is. Does it taste good? Does it sting? Because she doesn't know what she likes to drink because she never does it. So
Gotcha.
she's trying to go through and basically like a 21-year-old be like, okay, but like, what does this taste like? Like, does it taste yummy? Is it like a burn? Like I heard whiskey can
got you.
burn as you go down. Like she's just.
What's a drink you
Getting a
land on
flight
that
of
you
shots.
like? What's a drink you land on that you like?
Something reminiscent of a Malibu sunrise.
Okay. Right on.
Just
Hell yeah.
sugary, sweet, just
Nice.
juice, and you can't taste the alcohol because she's not really
The-
used to it.
The primary food that they've got is like a chunky pork broth with noodles. It's quite good. And they do have access to like a few stores and the like, so they could whip you up like a finer meal if requested. But aside from that, they would just be winging it. It's not so much like a menu. That's it. They've got all of the this small feast of these cheeses and the various fruits and the like. Let's get a perception check from the party.
Ooh.
Perception? Perception?
Okay.
24.
26.
Fuck you.
9. I've had.
Oh, muted mid sentence.
Oh, 9. I've had a little bit to drink.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 15.
That wine's hitting.
Excellent. A couple things happen all at once. Matthias, you don't hear it. Rolled 9, but there's a brief scuffle on the floor above you guys, which results in a thud. But it's not like a loud thud. It's more of the small scrape of furniture, that like high register that really kind of pierces through, as if someone hit the ground and then rolled and was still moving. But all of that is kind of droned out as a vast contingent of horses come into town and just begin filling out the 3 various lanes of the village of Brayert. People kind of look out the window. Go ahead.
Did anyone else hear that from upstairs?
Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah.
heavy enough to be the rabbit.
But maybe it is.
No, it was too heavy. It's very light. Throws like ragdoll.
And now there's a bunch of horses.
Hmm.
I will
you
go
call
talk with the nobleman. We'll see what happens. Matthias will kind of scooch from the bar and take a step outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna check and see what's upstairs. I don't know.
Okay.
There's just something.
You
I'll be
start
back.
moving
That's
across the room and
suspicious.
start making your way up the stairs. Matthias
Can I stealth?
dips back into the you may dips back into the sunlight. Amara, Bea.
I'll go with Elian.
Okay.
I just kind of like does the thing of like checking to see where Amara's going, and then just nods and will follow the chicken outside.
Okay.
Just kind of like stays on the door and just leans on it.
Let him. You come back around and basically went to like walk into the middle of the street, saw the horses, and on an influx, just as a reaction, just like now you're up against the wall. You look casual now as all these horses go by with armed soldiers. And you see at the head, stopping relatively close by to Matthias and Bayona, who are dipping out into the maroon light, this massive Ettercap, heavily armored, kind of got a rounded spider-like head, and big shoulders and arms, with enough of like a barrel all the way down. Torso, legs are pretty sizable. Just a packed up armored individual with bear furs covering him, and so he just becomes this brown fur mass that comes down off the bear steed and just turns. You hear a crack in the exterior exoskeleton and kind of looks over the water as if just scanning for danger. And you see a bit of a frustration in his shoulders. And he turns and starts speaking to his left and right.
But I'm leaning over at Bayo. Seems to be quite the important person, no?
Seems to be quite the annoying person.
Hmm.
What language are they speaking, DM?
Common.
You know something about this?
Make a little personal. I don't recognize who this person is, but I do understand that the adornments, the heavy metal armor.
Sorry.
Ooh,
My bad.
we're getting into it.
I right-clicked and it jumped.
Cello
it.
just boom.
Accidentally right-clicked and it jumped.
I do recognize this as like someone higher up. Someone higher up as opposed to like not head of the guard, but more than that. There's obviously somebody important, but I don't exactly know who.
Yeah. Make a history check. And Elian, you may make a history check at disadvantage. I'm so sorry,
for me
Elian.
upstairs?
You went upstairs. My apologies. I went, the nobles can make a history check.
13.
13. Okay. This is House Rugshesh. You don't know the individual's name, but you recognize the bear symbolism. This is a small town. He might be in charge, and he might be the lord of this village. This is giving more military mission finally coming back from some kind of, not a campaign, but they did something out there. But you don't see any injuries. And everyone seems to be in relatively calm, if not relieved, morale.
Well, might as well say hello. Excuse me.
Greetings. Reaches a hand out, or gives you the customary gesture of your family, directly, and does a bit of a stoop. Can't seem to bend too much in this armor. He seems more of a like a war jouster than anything else. So he's propped up. Pulls out a long glaive and kind of leans on it. 3 fingers, chitinous, strong grip. Looks across and goes, I am Ultic. Lord
do you spell
Ultic
it?
Rugshesh. Ultic. Ultic.
How do you spell the
What was
last?
the last name?
Rugshesh. Ruugshsh. Rugshesh.
I spelt it right.
Let's
The whole
go.
I
thing.
did
You
not.
get inspiration.
yeah, let's
That's
go.
wild.
Reading is fundamental.
Reading is good for you kids.
Reading is good for you. I am Matthias Foruja, Herald of the Sun. I am here with my accompaniment. Just passing through. Is everything all right? There seems to be a bit of tenseness in the air, if you will.
Yeah, it has been some time. Thankfully, it has not led to any bloodshed. But, as you might know, our tomb of Forlia was plundered. The very front of it just torn off. All done within magical silence. No witnesses, missing people. It has been a bit of a bafflement.
My condolences. I did hear this news when I came to town, and
It has struck us quite a blow.
Mm-hmm. You see. I asked, but I did not get an answer. What was stolen, if you don't mind me asking?
Heard a corpse.
The corpse of who?
Hello, the giant. Philip
Eh?
Folia.
They took an entire giant?
Yes, this is why we
Big-
are all so
Big?
unnerved. Big.
You did not think... that's fucking weird. No, that...
Yes, everyone who
they
was
just-
involved is gone. And when we discovered it, we were very unnerved. And went looking in many directions. We have just returned with nothing.
How big is Tomb Door?
Doom.
How big
Maybe
is door?
60 feet.
Oh, shit.
This is...
That's like so many letters.
But, Faruja.
Ishva.
Well met. We have been trying to find answers before raising alarms.
My company and I, we are not on exact time crunch to get back to where we are heading, but would you mind if we take a look into
Of course,
the tomb
I will
itself?
walk you myself. Dismissed. And he turns to Beona. What is your name? As he starts walking.
Beona.
Beona, well met.
Where
Nice.
is
We'll see.
where is the other two? Where is Amara? Where is Elliot?
They went upstairs to see what the noise was.
Ah, well, excuse, if you would excuse me, I must get the rest of my my company, and I will meet you back outside here in just a moment.
Alright.
Bayo
Stands
stands guard, unblinking, staring at Ultic.
Him and his 6 eyes, pitch black, stare back at you.
You watch as she kind of like goes in between all. Yeah,
Small...
pick one.
It's you hear the smile, you hear the muscles move around, but this like chitinous plating does not expose teeth.
Oh, your face is really weird.
Thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
a compliment.
You can't just say that.
I am arachnid. Spider-like.
Did I watch all
What?
that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and sneak up on Dave.
Roll stealth against the passive perception of Bayo.
I only have a 15 passive perception.
Beat a
It's likely he's gonna
15.
beat it.
It's 11.
You go to sneak up and I just like grab you.
You go to sneak up, and when you get to about 5 feet, the glaive
Oh.
leans down towards you, as you're moving up towards Bayo's blind sight, blind spot.
As the glaive comes down, let him like pauses and then like steps up on it and keeps walking. Like, I'm gonna see if I can balance my way up. Sorry, I was watching from over there. I'm one of them.
There you
Like-
are.
It looks
Like
to
that.
Matthias. I cannot tell if I am insulted or impressed.
Matthias is like in the doorway, like he's rounded the corner.
That's
His
right,
head just
yeah,
sticks
sorry.
out. Oh no, he's one of us. He's okay. It is weird. He's fine. It's okay.
Puts you on his
Yeah.
shoulder and puts the glaive back down and goes back to leaning on it.
Let him literally just sits down, just looking down at Dale. I like
Free
it from up
uppies.
here.
Elian and Amara. You guys get up the stairs. And all is quiet. You hear somebody snoring all the way down the hallway. You've got 2 doors on either side. The 2 farther away ones are open and quiet. So you've got the far one with storing, you've got right and left.
Based on where we were downstairs and where the sound sounded the loudest in terms of downstairs, can I gauge the floor plan of where exactly that noise came from?
Left.
Cool. I'm gonna go left. But like softly stepping, double checking Amara and like making sure that we're quiet.
Okay.
Kind of like any corner checking in.
You guys get to the door. What's the roll stealth between the two of you?
She got us. Are we rolling another stealth?
Or the same one?
No, I'm so sorry. I forgot we rolled prior stealth. My apologies.
Yeah, 17.
17.
And mine was 14.
Glorious. All right. Elian. Door knob is locked.
Let's see if it remains so. Let me see. Also, is there any like crack underneath the door?
Yeah.
Can I double check really quick to see if there's anything in the space before I do this?
You put your head to the ground and you take a real close look, and you don't see any movement of feet, and there's probably not like any footsteps directly on the other side of the door. Amara?
Is my true sight still active?
Yes.
Can I tell if there's anything weird happening with the door?
Or through it?
You do not perceive any arcane traps. You kind of look up and down. You can still see some of the arcane atmosphere that was described earlier. But I don't think you can see through the door, correct?
True sight, you can. I don't know if it's extra.
I don't think it is. That would be. I'm pretty sure that'd be news to me.
True sight 5e. As they actually are for the duration, has true sight notices secret doors hidden by magic and can also see into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
140 feet.
Glancing into the
100.
ethereal, you don't perceive any strange ripples. The ethereal plane is like this kind of Assassin's Creed loading screen of mist, and and it's kind of ongoing here, and you're able to, with your one eye, peer into it and see this kind of empty expanse, directly where your feet are, even though you're above the floor line. How do you proceed?
I'm gonna do the lock.
Okay, make a sleight of hand.
16.
16. It unlocks.
Nice. Slowly. Actually. Yeah. I slowly open the door.
Okay. Slowly open the door. Amara, looking past her, you can see the invisible person. Dead.
Elliot, wait. I
The
think
door's like half open.
there's a dead body up ahead.
Invisible?
Yes.
Anything
Can I
else?
tell how they have died?
You don't see
Is there
any
anything?
wounds on them. They're covered in various leathers to move stealthily, various soot colors, and the occasional like mottled green. Looks like they've like caked clay like all about, and that's long since dried and cracked and fallen away. They may have been dead for some time, but you don't see any stab wounds or anything like that.
Do I see anything else in the room that could potentially be dangerous?
Roll investigation. Elian, you may also roll perception or investigation. As you guys kind of step into this space a little bit and look about.
I dropped the dice. For the bingo.
13.
What was it? Investigation or what?
Or perception.
Oh, definitely that. 25.
There's definitely
Somebody's got
been,
bingo.
There's definitely been teleportation used here. And many other spells wrapped around this corpse, which means it wasn't the individual who cast the spells, or else they would have gone away. Eyes wide, crumpled, kind of sat, leaned up against the wall in between two different, bunk beds. Looks to be an elf of some kind.
Can I tell how they died?
Make
Like, go up and, like...
Arcana or a medicine check.
I wish I could help, but I can't see it because I have really good arcana.
Yeah, I have a +5 Arcana. So 21.
Excellent. Looks like they were put into a state of shock and then either frozen or transmuted or petrified or some kind of thing that put them into a brief stasis. And the stasis is worn off. So what you heard was the person coming out of a petrification, or maybe they were a lamp. You know what I mean? Like they were stuck in some way when they died, or this is what killed them. And that's worn off, but the invisible corpse is now just lifelessly bundled against the wall.
Oh. I wonder who put it looks like he's been dead for a long time.
Matthias, you come up the stairs. You can see the two of them.
What is it? What was that noise you heard?
It
You can't just you can't just sneak up on us during that. You're
I
trying to
just-
silent and sneaky, and you just
Amara doesn't jump, but like her heart is racing and she's just like wide-eyed, like it just slowly turns back to look at Matthias.
Turns to look at you, Matthias, one eye swirling, and correct me if I'm wrong, but purple?
Yeah, it's lavender with like a dark
Lavender.
purple ring.
And well, you don't necessarily see like a turn in anger. You see a person who's just like seen something awful or alarming, and the one eye just looks like it's swirling inward into the mind.
Did I interrupt something? What is going on? As I like kind of like push past them a little bit and like swing. Is the door like I swing open the door?
Mm-hmm. And they're in the room.
Okay.
just watch out for what is it over here? Right, there's a dead body.
It's up against the wall. It's invisible.
Where?
It's
Are you two pulling prank on me? This is funny. Would be really good. Is he
Matthias?
over there in the
Matthias?
corner? Is he bleeding everywhere?
Matthias, look at my
Sorry.
eye. Look at my eye. I see a dead body right here.
Matthias,
I'm
go ahead.
I want an insight check.
Okay.
I see dead people.
7. Matthias is like, okay, yes. Whenever you two are down up here, We are going to get escorted. We're going to check out that tomb that got robbed. Apparently,
We have to do something about this. Don't leave.
Well done.
Can you
What?
get the barkeep, the manager, like the person that runs this place and owns this place? Because this person is. What'd you say? He looks like he's been here a minute.
He looks like he's covered in clay of some sort, and it's all cracked and.
Matthias, you turn and you do see a few like flecks of clay.
Okay.
If you were to go
yeah.
over, you would be able to like touch it with your glaive, or sorry, with your shield, or like with your foot.
Yeah, Matthias will kind of do that, like looking for the next step in the dark kind of footing, and like
You move
and finally
a leg.
like thump. I don't know what is this.
Folds you.
Just touched the dead body.
What is it? My first time.
Why are you touching dead bodies all the time?
Funerary rites.
It's
They're-
yeah, it is.
the burials and.
It's part of my culture. That is sacred. It is not something that I am unfamiliar with. Anyways, yes, I will get the so I'll like kind of like awkwardly shuffle past him. Sorry, look at the barkeep. You hear the like a sound of like clamoring of pots and pans going down the stairs.
Okay. I'll say Bayona and let him. It is taking a minute, enough that it may raise suspicions to wonder what they're up to.
I'm just like staring so hard that my eyes are starting to water. It's like, hey, let them. Where is
Right.
chicken?
Suppose they can't say if
I-
you're doing a staring contest. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He went and sat. Do you want me to go? Dude, you seem busy.
And he hurry up.
You come down
Hello.
and you look, and Matthias is speaking to one of the bartenders who looks alarmed and quickly like takes off his apron and kind of begins to let the staff know that they'll be closing immediately.
I think he just bought the bar. Look,
Why would you do that?
I come
I
up to
don't-
the two of you. The girls have found a dead body. It's an invisible dead body, but it is there.
They
And
what?
apparently there is
They
blood
killed someone.
everywhere.
Oh, so it's a
don't
problem
know.
when I do it.
Well, no, they
That's
didn't
what
kill
I'm
this
saying.
person. This person is like I'm like frazzled, like trying to wrap my head around the
Aw.
concept that there's some invisible dead body somewhere.
Oh, look.
Okay.
Also,
that's
above the table, we never said there was any blood.
That's true.
True.
There's
Yeah, I'm
there's-
just
you're good.
Frantic.
The party like moves up the stairs, and the party comes back together in time for one guy just being one staff dude who just got like half a pillow, and it's just like I'll get the guards. I'll get the guards. Who and quickly a bit of word begins to spread. And in short order, maybe over the span of like probably what we would call 20-30 minutes, the area is filled, and the corpse has been dispelled, and you're all in there. There's maybe a captain of a guard. You can see Ultik Rugshesh, a little too big for the room, so he's just like taking up the hallway and looking in, just kind of filling up the area. And it is not the only exit from the room. But couple of clerics have come up, and they're a bit alien to you, Matthias. They're not exactly the same group and immediate culture that you are familiar with, and so the rituals are just slightly different. You wouldn't have used those verses, you'd use different ones, stuff like that. But this Ewan T, this snake person, eventually breaks up some incense, burning it in their hands, filling the room, and then spreads that into what will work as gloves, and slowly pick up the body and turn and reverently murmur until they're out. One of the guards sends for a contraption. He takes the memory strain and puts it in the contraption, breaks it, and the illusion of the corpse appears. He starts looking around.
What the fuck?
No wounds. Let's grab a break there. Let's grab a break there.
All right.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Enjoy the snippet from Windfall. It is on the YouTube, as are the 4 weekly stream campaigns. We'll be right back.
Really know what.
And we're back. That was perfectly timed.
And that's why I'm not allowed back in Wisconsin.
I still
got
can't believe you did that.
They got
It's the
posters.
cheese on the apple pie, bro. You can't do that.
That's my grandpa.
So the moment's kind of passed. There's a few questions to be had and not a lot of answers in the immediate. But how do you guys want to move throughout the village of Brayard?
Normally.
Okay. What do you do? What does that look like?
Walking, for the most part.
Mhm.
Like, she's kind of, I guess, looking around, but it's mainly just to make sure that the group is still near.
Okay.
Especially let them.
Scanning for the fateful hair. Still
Okay.
looking out for ambushes.
Understood.
Where did you go? Let them.
I went looking for information on the weird monster thing that was watching us.
Good that
Insight
Dole
check.
does.
The most recent one. It was
Insight
well. It
check.
seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
insight.
You guys can make insight
I
check.
have a name.
Yeah. See. No, the other one. It was the. It seemed like everyone was going to eat and sleep, and I'm not hungry or tired, so I just wanted to do that really quick.
I got a 19.
30-20.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah,
That's
he's telling the
exactly
truth.
why he left. Yeah.
So no bye, no one moment, no BRB.
But it was kind of like going to the bathroom. I just left and was coming back really quick.
Oh well.
Would you like a? I mean, I could tell you every time I go to the. Actually, you know what?
Do you really want me to know every time you piss?
Well,
You assume I don't already.
yes, I believe we both pretend not to know.
Okay, but so we had established a thing of like communication's good. If I remember, like a handful of sleeps ago for you guys.
I went looking for a book.
No. I understand that. I just feel like we maybe need to reiterate the fact that like communication is a thing because we are not on the campus grounds anymore, and I think this was mentioned previously as well. Per our previous episode, whatever we do also reflects on Hedrick Fen Surecross. So like,
Good.
not splitting up is
It
kind
can
of.
reflect on how poorly they teach us.
Honestly, I think
that's
that
true.
the more important thing is that we know that something dangerous is after us. I was hexed. There was that creepy bunny off in the distance.
Hey,
I'm not saying that you're the creepy bunny. I'm saying that the other
No,
one
it
was.
was like it was at least 7
But-
levels tall.
I just want to make sure that we're all safe. So communication is key.
This is true. And if you are going to venture out, and I kind of rummage to the side of me a little bit, and I pull just the beginning part of that floating string from the college, we are to use this to know where you are going, where to track you, and how to find your way back.
You know
Please.
those run out.
I never got one of those.
Yeah.
No, ask for mine.
I don't have mine anymore.
What?
What?
In the void where we found hummingbird, it just
Children.
got used up.
All of you,
We took
children.
it. Hold on, above table. We took that string back to get
Aiden
back out,
crashes
though,
out.
didn't we?
Yeah, but then we
His
passed
dad,
out
like-
shortly after, so it's gone.
Man.
Matthias is kind of like not. Do you know when like nobody's walking in a specific direction, but eventually they're heading in a direction? Matthias is just kind of instinctually going towards the tomb.
Okay. Bit of time passes, and you guys kind of round the corner of the village proper on the far side from the river, and you see what would look like a standing coffin embedded in the side of the mountain. You can see various other tunnels and various other graves, all with this similar style of these semi-planted standing coffins. You can see the scrawl of golden paint all across these black stone and gold trim coffins, and life stories are had here. And then on top of the scrawl, you can see the very similar to what Matthias does with his wax and lacquered papers that gently move in the wind. The big one, as is referred to, is completely blown open. You can see bits of rubble that have fallen and have made small trenches in the earth around. It wasn't a big detonation, judging by the rubble. It was either forced to not explode very far, or it was a crumbling and falling effect. You can see various people moving about the space and looking around, and you can see various clerics in mourning, with specific rituals revolving outcry.
Matthias, before we kind of press forward towards the grieving clerics, kind of stops as if like, oh yeah, I forgot. Spins around to the party. And again, that serious, edgy kind of dad tone comes out again. But this time, deathly serious. This is a holy place. My holy place. This is not a place for jokes. This is not a place for, oh, I don't care about this thing, or I will touch this thing, or I will. It is not a place. There is a place and a moment, not a place in time. And this is not it. So spare me the efforts of swinging my sword and keep your mouths shut. As I'm like slowly leaning in to Bayon.
And Veo's just been like glancing down at Lenham this entire time.
He's absolutely looking the other, his hand is turned.
Question before we enter, I suppose. What is so important about the giant? Why do you have its corpse?
Matthias, you don't have the direct answer for the importance of Forlia. But a corpse is a corpse.
What is so important about this is that life and death are sacred. This tomb is sacred. I do not know why this giant was here. I do not have the answers for that for you. But this is holy ground. This is not the place for tomfoolery. And I will have none of it.
That is
Matthias.
sacred, and yet what we saw under the sea forest seemed to say otherwise.
Matthias draws sword. Like he had turned away. Like the second you started mumbling something. Wing this giant long sword. The tip just glistens off the gold off the walls as it's.
She doesn't move.
It's fine. None of it.
You should be careful, Matthias, in what you believe.
Matthias is still walking away towards the clerics.
Okay. They couldn't even let her bask in the sun one last time. You kind of walk up and you can see many are in shock, many are crying, many are lamenting, and a sermon of a kind has just finished, a private sermon. The speaker looks drained. A Goliath with golden tattoos all about their body, hairless. She pulls out a seat and sits on it. Bit of a shock in her eyes still. She looks younger. And in over her head, the other clerics and other priests continue to not only clean but try to re-sanctify this land through various ceremonies and the like. And it seems like that is something of what is just kind of wrapped up here. She kind of spots you and any of the other party members that come along, and she kind of steels herself and rises, gesturing to you in your direct faith, showing an understanding of many different types of the same faith, and kind of steps forward and goes, "I was fishing.
My heart goes out to you. I am so sorry this has happened.
Thank you.
I heard it was silent. It was nothing.
Yes. It was also during one of our what's the term I'm looking for? It's not a lockdown.
Intermittence?
Yes, it was during the intermittence. And we have yet to hear from the Lord as to what the guards have to say, though I would never cast suspicion towards them, and they seem genuine about this. They chopped her up. They chopped her up so that they could get her out of here in small pieces.
Rest easy. Our job is preservation, not prevention.
A huge
This is
weight
not-
seems to come off her shoulders. You are right.
Come, we will. As I kind of like usher them specifically away from the rest.
Some of them kind of watch you go, but continued with what they were doing.
If I may
Yeah.
add, because I forgot to add this earlier. Elian actually takes a cloak out that's very distinctly Hiri Court colors, like the dark emerald green with a crest of the Hiri Court, specifically her house court, and like the rose gold, and is complete. Like as soon as we stepped foot and Matthias had originally turned around and was like, "This is not the place," just as a symbol of like mourning, and from one court to another, like this is a sign of respect. And it's just every word that Matthias has said so far to someone that's not from this court but from the Feywild here is just heavy for Elian, because she's never experienced stuff like this before. But just seeing the weight that Matthias just took off of this person's chest of were preservation, not prevention, is just mind-boggling to Elian as we're following you.
And I will usher Elian in with this conversation as well, and introduce. And
Well met.
this is Elian of the Hiri Court.
This is a brief moment where she looks like she might want to ask something, and then pushes forward nervously and goes, looks to your crest in your emblem and goes, "Is it true that your family hosts the great god ray, the beam, through your city?"
Is that true?
Yeah. Here, I'll go to the
From
map.
Din.
We can see it. It's massive.
Yeah.
Map.
I love
Yeah.
our map so much.
I love map.
You can see straight through the name Hiri a pink beam. This was the same beam that was recommended by Lord Vayant to Ledham.
I opened up Thistle and Quill and not like the Longshot table. So when you were describing it, I was like, oh, let me take a look. And it was drumsticks. I was sent it to the chat. I'm like, wait, what? Sorry. In the Longshot, Thistle and Quill.
Let's.
Oh, is that where it's going?
I've got it.
Oh, I'm just looking at the map on the stream.
Oh, I didn't see it
No,
was on
I
the...
should.
I have the stream up, but I'm...
Oh yeah, I haven't done it.
There we go.
Oh, I think it's just. Oh, it's really, really delayed. Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Eek.
will post a map. 2
So-
seconds.
Sorry, it was her. Did we catch a name from her?
Not yet.
Not yet. After she says this, yes, I would just sometimes sit and stare at the sunlight when I could. There's a section of our mountain, our pass, that is just bathed in the pink light forever, and
That is marvelous.
it twinkles in the dew sometimes, or through the stained glass windows. There's different shades of pinks and purples.
Sorry, I'm blitzing for the map.
Map.
There we go. You.
Um,
Oh, thank you, Yame. Appreciate you.
I can also pin. Hell yeah.
I can't speak for my entire court, but at least for the one that is here, the Hiri court cries with you in this.
Thank you. I am worried of how this will reflect on positions I am able to acquire in the future. But maybe that's for the best.
But who would do such a thing? This is not within our courts. This has not happened.
This is horrific. Surely none from Sophic.
No. And there's like a slight sting to the tongue when Matthias answers no. No. Our big old henny boy. 18 pounds of pure love, baby.
Baby.
Matthias is gonna kind of go back and forth with them a little bit, and I'm so sorry. I am, I'm sure you have guessed, I am Matthias Faruja, Herald of the Sun from the Suffolk Courts.
Faruja, well met. I have no surname, but you may call me Queln.
Queln. It's very nice to meet you, Queln. I apologize that it is under these unfortunate circumstances, but
Yeah.
it's actually nice to see the other clerics and how you say mingle or exchange.
Yes, I have often studied the Faruja rituals and methods, and it's as much as I'm allowed access to, and it's been staggering. It's been stunning.
Matthias slowly turns his shield around, the griffin shield around, to see the waxed notes
She
from
makes a
top to bottom
gesture.
already.
She makes a
Yeah.
gesture of reverence as she leans forward, studying. Yeah, she's gonna stay there for a while. just
My memory is
light.
not as good, you know. So I have PC here.
She sits back and then like folds upward on a one of the second layers of sleeves, and exposes various writings that she's stained into the cloth, bullet points and the like.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a chuckle. Let's see. The other members of the Amara.
While this conversation is taking place, Amara is going to go just like kind of in like the room they're in, just kind of slowly walk around looking. Are there any types of moss or plants around?
There is a bright red tree in leaf, dark, not chestnut, but like a very dark brown wood that is relatively close. You can see some of the leaves in one part of it are green, as if whatever happened took a chunk of it and it has since been healed and regrown.
Okay, she's gonna walk up to the tree and just place her hand where that spot was and cast Speak with Plants.
Okay. Check. Check, check. There we go. Hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm okay. How are you?
Better now.
Good. What happened here?
There was a disturbance in the foreign stone embedded over there by the homes and the buried folk.
Sorry, did you say foreign stone?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Absolutely. Is the echo off-putting?
For like a second of it, I'm like, did
No
I
worries.
actually
It's just
like
soft.
bring that into my noggin, or am I like losing it? So you said the foreign stone is not all of this.
No, some of it has been taken from deep places within these mountains. They put dead people in them. That one has been changed.
Changed how?
Many people took the dead one.
Any? Do you recall what they looked like?
No, I cannot see.
They give off a specific presence?
I'm sorry, I wish I could be more of help. Though I would say there were 6 of them. Judging by how they tread upon the ground.
Was that above the ground?
Okay. Been very helpful.
Thank you.
If you know for sure, I know you can't see, but do you remember about when, how they came?
They came and never left. As far
Never
as I
left?
can tell. Didn't come back this way, at least.
Is there another way in?
Not to my knowledge.
What was your name? Do you have a name?
You can call me Liluishua. Lunonathuiwa. It's very tree-ish.
Unoneth Biwa.
Alright, time for an end moot.
Thank you so much. You've been incredibly helpful. And then Amara, with her hand still on the healed over part, again casts plant growth
Okay.
to bring up a little bit more, just like lush around that specific spot and the area beneath.
Okay. While you're focusing on this, learning. Oh, Alien?
Also wanted to do something while she was doing that, and
Okay.
Matthias is also kind of having this conversation. If this is the time.
Let
to
me
do
let
it.
me see if Bayona and Ledham have anything they want to pursue or develop. Chillin'?
About that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I swear.
Veo and Ledham have been sitting here for like a while, just kind of looking at each other, looking at the party being social, and then just kind of vaguely, hey, we're going to sniff over here if that's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Where do you guys go?
Like, just walk away.
Yeah.
You get the dad like, I'm too busy. Like,
You know, we told them we were gonna go. Okay.
We did. We said that's
we did-
communication.
We did our job.
Communication.
The two of you,
Keep
Mary and
watching.
Pippin, off to the side to go
Oh.
sniff stuff.
Yes.
Dynamic duo moment.
I think for Bayo at least, while still like kind of staying near Ledham, is gonna try and find tracks of anyone who's been here that doesn't seem to fit the people we already have. Like I'm looking for hurried tracks.
Okay. Make a survival or a investigation check.
Okay.
That robe of birds that I got last session, is that do I have to attune to that?
You've long rested since. If you would like to attune to it, you may.
I'm gonna use my DM inspos.
I will. And in the process of doing so, would I be able to activate that in this moment and scan for a mile? I think it was.
By the time your next long rest, you will gain information within a mile radius.
Okay. Send those out. Start that.
You hold your hands up, and your cloak just swarms apart, and many of the clerics are just like, wow. Until you are left, it's much windier than you realized. It's got a little bit of the nip. It's got a little bit of the nippiness to the air.
Oh. Nice. And Bayo's looking at tracks. I'm gonna guidance that.
Okay.
Guide, that's a D4.
Um,
Turn that bitch into a 21.
Yay!
Nice.
Good heavens. You find a set of tracks coming from off into various like plains in between mountain lines, in between mountain ways. Kind of rolls up hillward until it is you're looking at a massive expanse of fields that slowly go uphill and kind of curve off in two different directions. Maybe a 2-hour trek to go off into that direction. You would know that one of those directions is in fact the lake, but that might be finding threads where it might be too easy. It could be related. It might not be related. You don't have any certainty on the matter.
So the water. Oh wait, do you know what we're doing right now?
We are
With the
looking
witches?
You went to the witches?
Yeah, well, there was
You
there
went
was
to
3
the
witches.
witches without me?
You let.
You mother.
You let. Technically, they came to us. I get the feeling if they didn't want to be found, they wouldn't have been found.
Tú ese cabrón.
Sorry
She
about
just
that.
called you a bastard.
I'm getting there, and I'm offended. Well, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the water seems to flow the other way here, right?
Sometimes oceans push in, sometimes rivers push
What?
out.
But this is more like Fey kind of weird with the water and the. Basically, we're trying to purify a lake or a pool of water or otherwise thing that's been
Why?
tainted by. I'm getting there. That's been
Okay.
tainted by the body of the giant that I think they're talking to them about. But if water flows the other way, what if the body's in the ocean, in the water,
In the
or
river?
the big somewhere? But it's going the wrong way. Is that normal?
Ref, which part of the water, looking at the map, are we referring to right now? And how?
It is
Where is
it
that?
is a quite large river that divides Broic and Suffolk all the way to the Fen.
And there's brambles in that river, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
If it is between Broek and Suffolk, there are brambles, so if they were traveling that way, it is possible that the body would have been stuck.
There is a Great Lake that eventually feeds to, that all the seas combine. That is not the lake that you are headed to. There is a smaller lake within Suffolk, more inwards, more inland, that you are to purify.
But it is possible if they did try to yeet it into the water, it would be stuck.
Why I don't think we found motive yet for what.
No.
Why? Oh,
Clearly it was planned, so we have to figure out why they would do it. Like, what is the importance of a giant's corpse? It's not even edible.
well, I've seen you eat unedible stuff all the time. For like literally this morning, not morning. This
It's
2
meat
times
is...
ago.
Okay, listen, that was a taste test. That was a taste test, and I deemed it no longer worthy, okay? It tasted a little bit too much like the Book of Holding. Weird
You've taken a
spatial
bite of the
pocket
Book
dimension.
of Holding?
No, it had the lingering essence of a pocket
like
dimension, and I
freezer
did not
burn?
want to think about that. It's like a weird weave
Elian,
burn, okay?
you don't know why, but you
First
are
of all-
just it's...
First of all,
You know,
but it tastes like freezer burn. It has a nice ambery, leather, smoky whiskey kind of a smell. If you're really gonna go there,
Okay.
Excuse you, freezer burn.
it's true. We don't know where Elian keeps that thing. Well, I you know, did you get? Wait, you got your meat basket, right?
Yeah, I
You
have
got
my
it
meat
big.
basket. It's on my back. It's still gross, but it doesn't have any meat left in it.
You just cast prestidigitation to clean it up a
Okay,
little bit.
well,
It's,
that
there you go,
process.
fresh meat basket.
gracias.
I think that's the first thank you you've ever. One of them looks genuinely stunned, like he takes a step back.
Eh.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
I mean, I thanked Matthias earlier, but you were too busy fucking off to hear it, I suppose.
Okay, well, I did. There's a first thank you to me. All right.
Okay. If it
You
is
got
important to
aggressive
you,
so fast.
if it's important to you,
It's
fine.
new. It's new.
Oh my
I'm
god,
excited.
just kiss already. God. Oh my god.
Anyway, where could they take a large corpse? 60 feet. That's like at least 10 of you.
Yeah,
Probably,
but
no,
what-
wait, that's carry the 2.
it was actually. Well, it's like
15 of you.
No, if you want to be specific, it's 17 of me. Secondly,
How short
Ew.
are you?
I don't know. You look down at me all the time. Now, back on the subject,
Eh.
they said that it had to be chopped up to be removed.
Even so,
So,
it would
What
be
if it was
big.
scattered?
Maybe.
There's multiple points of poison.
What
But
kind
we-
of giant was it? Do we know?
Of Fae? What one?
You guys do
No,
not
that's
know
not-
what kind of giant it is. There are like 6 types, commonly. There's a few. variants out there.
Question.
One of the clerics, or I would say that that Quill kind of
un
peeks
poquito
out, looks at you
pregunta.
guys, and then walks over.
A question we are investigating, so it's
How can I
maybe weird. This lady giant you has
Hmm.
or had what
Folia.
kind of giant or Leia?
help? Forlia.
Foralea. Okay, what kind of giant was Foralea?
A cloud giant.
Cloud giant.
Not from this realm.
Giant. Why was she here? Like
Um,
before her body was put here. Why was
That
Why you?
is some closely held knowledge, but I don't see the problem with sharing it with you. And she's gonna.
we are friends with the Herald of the Sun? I point at Matthias.
Yes, and kind of gestures the rest of the group over as well. She was one of the only giants to abstain by any means necessary from the interdimensional dragon giant war, which was a very bloody time for many places. The Adeline Circle has had to spend many of its resources in fixing those dimensions, those pains. She, Faloria, at many different times had to fight off both dragon and giant, defensively, and came here seeking solace and spent the latter twilight years here in peace.
She protected your folk?
No, she was not pursued here.
Okay.
She looks to Matthias. Had quite a hand in teaching the Sophic how to hew stone in such beautiful manner. These points out one of the mountains far to what we would call the north. Daywards, shinewards. That one is hollow. An entire city resides within. Facing the other side of the mountain, there are many, many openings, bathed in the ruby sun. It's quite striking. You should go sometime. The name of the city, and Matthias, you know of which city she speaks of. You've been there multiple times. You've probably been part of a couple of rituals and or parades. This is Groot. I am just now realizing that sounds like Groot from Marvel, so I'm going to change it.
Perks of being the DM. It's my world.
Orthlen. Orthlen. One of the larger cities within Suffolk. Not the capital by any means, but stunning architecture that has been able to stand the test of quote-unquote time. Which, Matthias, you realize that this, again, what we would call, to use terms that we would call, would have been insanely long ago when this giant came to this land. Because you know that the dragon and giant wars haven't been anything prevalent long before you existed. Maybe long before your family line existed. Potentially, it's very long ago that this would have happened. It's quite the blow to your people, and you can see a bit why Lord Altic Rukshesh is trying to keep it under wraps until he can have some answers, because that'll be an outcry.
Matthias kind of joins the rest of you, nods to the other cleric. It is in our best interest to keep this under wraps. He's talking to the cleric. I don't think this needs to be, what do you say, front page news.
if you think that's what's best, you realize that you're kind of taking her off the hook, as it were.
Yeah.
And she's not going to protest, but she's definitely going to process this.
Yeah.
While we're still like about, just because we're moving around and everything,
Mhm.
I want to see if I can see this. I've been rewatching Full Metal Alchemist, so this
Mhm.
gave me an idea. In there's like a trace of like when someone uses alchemy, right? I kind of want to see if there's a trace of any magic that would possibly give me an idea as to, like, what kind of explosion this was, or what kind of force that was used to make it silent. Like if there's any trace of like like super specific magic, you know, like or anything like that. I'm just that's what I'm looking for
Yeah.
while we're walking around here.
Make an Arcana check. Amara, were you going to ask something?
Oh no, did I put my hand up?
I thought maybe.
Sorry, I'm like not medicated,
No, you're good.
so I'm like
No, you're
super.
totally fine.
Can I help them by essentially using detect magic?
Yeah, you can definitely cast
Okay.
Detect Magic, but you will be
Yeah.
making your own roll.
Okay.
Amara, sorry. Steen. I've been fidgeting with this hair tie this entire time, so you don't gotta explain yourself to me.
That's okay. I do want to tell everybody though. I did speak with Laning Thiwa.
Bless you.
You spelled it.
The tree. I went and spoke with the tree. And they said that it was about 6 beings that came in, but to their knowledge, never left.
Ellie and Matthias, you don't sense teleportation magic here. What'd you get on your Arcana checks?
25.
What was that?
17.
17. Okay. The both of you are able to observe the strange disintegration magic that was cast. It wasn't a cone. It was in lines along seams, set almost like what we would call like a debt charge.
Yeah,
and
smart.
Elian, you can sense the remnants. You see little bits of dust here and there and sand that were indicative of the silence spell that was cast. You also know that, well, I would say while you guys are taking this in, Quon looks to Matthias and Bayona. Sorry, not Matthias. Bayona, Amara, and Ledham, and said, about 9 people are just gone.
Nine people?
Commoners.
Whoa.
Do you think that they were the ones who did this?
Not likely. One of them was so old. She brought her own seat cushion. She kind of. Hopefully, we can find them soon. I don't hear good reports about our initial query into the wilderness around.
Do you
From
have
Lord
anything
Ultic.
on tips?
Yes, they all had residence here within the Ramen
See, please.
runs up. Ramen runs up.
Eh?
Could you escort these to some of the houses of the missing? Yeah, okay. Hi. Ramen is a goblin. And he goes, hi.
Oh.
Yeah, what's up?
His name is Ramen?
Yeah.
Like the soup? Like the-
Ramn. Ramen.
I love it.
And he kind of goes, yeah, of course. If you guys would like to follow me.
Sure.
Okay. Just kind of moves quickly. Is slightly less reverent than the other people are. Like, he's not really like going out of his way to stay on the main road of the of the graveyard, but instead kind of weaving around the gravestones at a brisk pace. Back into the village proper, you guys are brought down by the port to the other side of the city. In this case, by the river. And you can see likely multiple large families living in a 4-story. You can see 2 stories, but it's too deep as well. A 4-story building. And you can sense just the energy. There's maybe 18 kids running around inside, and the windows are open. There's a lot of people outside as well, kind of running around on the beach and kind of going into the water. You see one kid come out and he's limping a little, and they're like, "Ha!" And then because he stepped on a thorn amongst the brambles, and he's just kind of looks down. Ow! Hate it. Gets back in the water. And you can see at least 2 men and 3 women, a bit more elderly here, all kind of in this kind of front porch, you know. One of which is in a rocking chair, and the others seem very, very still. And they don't look to you, except the one in the rocking chair. As you guys approach, she's a bit closest to the group of you as you kind of round the corner down the main road, and she goes, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Someone's missing over here.
¿Dónde está abuelita?
We're working with the police. He kind of looks at Bale.
The
Helping with
guards.
the investigation.
clerics.
Yeah. Well.
See.
Yes. Chairs.
Well,
Tea.
We don't need chairs. We don't need to sit. We're fine.
I'll take the tea. Actually.
You are
Chair
in-
and tea is actually 2 people. Like,
It is now.
That's amazing.
Cannon.
You guys watch as some benches are brought out from inside, and someone starts a nearby circle. Starts a nearby campfire with the stone circle and hangs a pot, and goes out. Thistle first takes the pot and goes out to the water and comes back with a full pot of rose water, and slowly starts lighting the fire under that and adding various bits of herbs and the like. And she goes, anything I can do to be of service, of course.
Information about the one who is not here.
Well,
Name, belongings, habits, allergies, 401k,
Social security card.
Oh, what?
social security number.
all right.
her name was June.
June.
She was had a beautiful mind. Loved history. When we all couldn't find our way, when we all couldn't land on exactly where we were supposed to be within the light, she says, covered in the shadow of the building, we could not decide. And June convinced us all to come here. And we've been here we've been here ever since.
What do you mean by coming to the light?
Oh, she kind of makes a holy gesture of respect and honor towards you. she kind of now leans in and tries to like take you guys in, and kind of has to squint a bit. And the rocking is just gonna like stop. I don't want to get up. And she looks at the others who are still unresponsive. Apologies.
It just
And she's
comes
gonna-
closer.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of greet Matthias with a reverent avian greeting specifically.
She's very elderly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matthias will kind of lean down, clasp her wing in my wings, and
yeah, go
kind
ahead.
of lean down and do like a side kiss, and that of respect, and then
She smiles, kind of starts rocking again. Well, June was always intrigued by the history of the giants, especially one that would be so interested in peace. But a little known fact, the giants also introduced us to cinnamon. Cinnamon was brought by our own Folia. She kind of looks off in the direction and kind of... It is quite painful to process this theft, and more so the loss of her dear friend.
we are very sorry for your loss.
You happen to have any of June's possessions?
Yeah. Yeah.
Could I potentially see something?
She pulls out a book and opens it, and there's about 10 fine pressed feathers, like you would with leaves. Just kind of...
You.
holds the book to her chest.
I would like to try to scry on this person.
Okay.
So, I have a garment or other possession that it's a -4 on a wisdom save. So wisdom save of 15.
Of 15?
14.
14? The corpse fails, and you are able to see and recognize that it's about 200 feet away, deep within the brambles off the beach where the children are playing.
Oh, that's fucked.
I like kind of clearly like Amara is clearly just like not befuddled, what's the word I want? It's also not disheveled.
Aghast.
But yes. My gasted, I am like my gasted are clearly flabbered. So, so I look disturbed. And so Amara hands it back, like kind of trembling a little bit, and I look at her and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Well, some of us are still holding on to hope. Kind of
Well-
sets her jaw a little bit. The tea is cinnamon and rose water.
We'll do our best to try to bring her back. But
May the light shine your path. You find warm pastures.
as she's saying that to Amara, Amara looks at each of her party members in the eyes and does like a faint nod or shake of her head. and then like does a little nudge like, hey, come talk to me over here, and then like kind of slowly bows her head and walks away.
Thank you for your time.
Handsome.
What did you see?
She's no longer with us.
Do you
Whoa.
know that?
She is deep in the brambles, about 200, say meters,
Feet.
over towards where the children are playing, but deep.
You maybe think it was an accident, or
Don't think so.
That
Well-
deep usually have to be put there intentionally.
right?
Unless there is a natural disaster, and as far as I'm aware, I did not hear of any.
Do we hesitantly? Actually, well, hold on. In character here, we must retrieve this body.
And probably tell the kids to get out of the water.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a
too.
shark!
Theo.
You do
Get out
see,
of the water!
you do see a couple people begin to clear the water, but it's not to what Bayona says. Although one kid just goes, I knew it. But for our non-fae folk, it's not that there are jellyfish, it's that there are spiders. And a couple of big ones are carried out of the water as a couple of those 4 big bell wind chimes. And everyone comes inside, and you can see that they don't have like walls or gates here, but a lot of people kind of, you see that a lot of the ships have already come in or sail away to other regions, and the place doesn't get quieter, but there's no one really outside, and the few people that are quickly moving along. There is an older goodness gracious, Leonin that is helped by a couple of other members of the community, and you see out the windows roses are being tossed as the guards, the city guard, begin to take up their watch, and that's where we will lay off for the night.
I see it. I see it.
Thank you.
It's in the brain.
The vision.
Chat, thank you for being here. I hope you had fun. Tune in Tuesday for Terraform. I'm probably going to stream either Sunday night or Monday night, just some solo gaming. But we have 4 weekly streamed campaigns here on the show. And if you want to get caught up on all of them, it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can also get them up on the YouTube. We're in season 7. So we have years and years and years of content, of multi-campaign annual content. If you would like to join a community, you can head over onto the Discord. We're just as partnered on the Twitch as we are on the YouTube, so any kind of subscription or watching the ad, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It goes a long way. We're going to be doing a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet, but we are going to talk to the gang and get the lowdown of where they're kind of at, and also the shenanigans that they're up to. Do please go follow these phenomenal peeps. And Heinefall is right around the corner if you're interested in doing any LARPing. It's very, very fun. I will see you all soon. Over to you, Steen.
Oh, hi. Hello. I am Steen, playing the lovely Amara. This has been a fun, interesting episode. I'm really curious as to how this body ended up deep in the brambles. Very, very intrigued and curious on how that happened. But yeah, you can find me on all platforms at Stinkerrr with 2 E's, sometimes 3 R's. And yeah, my wonderful husband and I are going to be at the Portland Oddities Expo this Saturday. Just walking around, hanging out, having fun, getting spooky shit. Very excited about that. Love weird dead things. But yeah, I'm very excited. So if you're in the area, definitely come seek us out and say hi. And now my husband's gonna tell you some stuff about himself, and you better be nice, or else.
I was expecting her to like be like right here after that and be like,
If I was wearing wireless headphones, I would.
hello everybody, I'm ChezAidan. You can find me at ChezAidan on all social media platforms. I do D&D content, a little bit of fitness content, and I feel like I'm gonna try to blend the two. Coagulate is the word I want to use. You're going to the Curiosities and Oddities Expo. I'll see you there. Don't got too much coming up. I'm gonna have some merch coming out sometime soon. And yeah, Matthias is. This is just adding up. This is just. I got mystery things happening in my court. I got the shield I got to deal with. I now got sacred tombs being destroyed and graves being robbed, missing people, and now it's just like this isn't something that Matthias is like new to by any means. He's used to like an average amount of like court rulings and things I have to do and judgment and burials and whatever, but this is there's stress. There's a kink in the armor, if you will. And I'll leave it at that. But I will pass it on to
Pick your troublemaker.
pick my favorite troublemaker. I can't do that. It's the three of you.
Just like, there he goes.
You know what? Just for that, you should make him go last.
Funny, let him wait.
LightboxGnome.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
I feel bad for whatever room's below you.
I'm LightboxGnome. I let him. I think it's very much gonna be like at this point he's easily slipping back into that buddy, I guess, feel with Theo, but also there is that lingering hesitancy. And I think it's also the currently trying to distract himself with the monster that was apparently watching, and locking onto that task because it's a problem he can solve versus the social problems he doesn't know how to solve.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm looking forward to what I feel will inevitably, there will be another fight, whether it's between Matthias and Bayo or Bayo and Ledham. I have a feeling there's gonna be some blows. I just hope it's back in the academy when we have a healer on standby. But no, I'm very excited to see where that goes. And I pass it on to Kiki.
Alright, hold on. I'll take this shirt real close to your face.
Definitely saw you there.
Oh my god.
I'm Kiki. You can find me all over the internet. KikiDoesStuff, KikiDoesStuff here on Twitch, where I actively do things. I just went to PAX Oz. That was super fun. You can check out my VOD review of it on the channel. Aside from that, you can catch me at PAX Unplugged in like a month. So I'll see you in Philadelphia if you go. Bayo, who I miss very dearly and I love playing. Bayo's kind of in a weird space. It's like when you go to college, but your friend group stayed at home, and now you're coming back from college, and they're all just kind of being a little like, but they have inside jokes that you're not a part of. So
it's kind of like picking up on the things that happened while she was gone and trying to contextualize it without actually directly asking, and trying to brush over and make things seem like, oh, it's fine, we'll just go back to how we were before, completely ignoring the gap of, yeah, I may have just disappeared from you for a little while, but it's fine, I'm here now, obviously, that's fine.
That's
and
heavy.
thinks if she can make herself like useful to them, it will make it less.
Interesting.
It'll make the distance a little bit smaller. So that's where she's at. Currently thinking that it may have been a heist that went wrong, considering something is where it's not supposed to be, and maybe somebody borfed a teleportation, so it was not successful. But aside from that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to the lovely, wonderful, amazing, takes phenomenal photos. You should book her. Din of Din Studios.
That's me. Hi, I'm Din. You can find me at Din Studios, d.i.n.studios on the Instagrams. I don't really make content, kind of. I like making clips of this and putting it on TikTok or Instagram every once in a while when my grad school isn't getting in the way. But I've got open bookings for my photography. Matches your budget, or you can do the prices on my price list. That would be really cool too. But budget match, hey. Elliot's kind of gone through a roller coaster of emotions, but silently this episode. She's kind of not really wanting to seem like the weak one mentally, just because she had a lot of crybaby moments in like the Bowery and she got shaken. She's like, no, I have to be strong for the team. So she's kind of been bottling that down, and I don't know when that's gonna show up later. But she's happy that Bayo's back, and there's also a part of both Elian and myself that is not certain if the move of, hey, I'm from the Hiri Court in Sofmic is the correct move, but I wanted to see how that's gonna play out. This was a really fun episode. I love serious episodes because it just makes me want to learn more about the world, and I feel so bad for Matthias and his people, but also like, Holmes the fuck went in this grave. What is going on here? Everything's been building on top of like Sophic stuff that's secret, and I'm so confused, and I love it here. So I'm excited for next episode. I'm gonna throw it back to I'm bringing this back. Pepperoni and cheese. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna go kick it with Shane Wally. Go have a phenomenal rest of your evening, everybody. Go show some love to Shane. Shane's a good soup, one of my Terraform players on Tuesdays. Go bug him about his character. He will